There is something. Look at all this stuff, so we can see the bottlenecks in my. It's just crazy. It's great. Yeah, honestly, it's great. Um, really impressed with this game. It's probably not most people's cup of tea, but I imagine if you got to this video, you probably know what this is in advance or the concept of what this is. So I think I need to call my secretary. How do I do that again? Bear in mind I've got all these reports as well, which I'm just not going to read. So my popular support went down a little bit, but my worker support went way up. Okay. Right, okay, so that's my BPR by BP. I don't know actually what that stands for, but it's like my budgetary points or something. Distributed. Next turn's BP, so it's went up a fair bit. Right, I'm going to call David.
Standing by for orders.
And I want to talk about salaries.
Understood.
And I want to pay my soldiers just a little bit of money. Here we go.
Understood.
Army to be happy. That was 0.001 per soldier, so it wasn't too bad. Governor.
Standing by.
Okie dokie. I want to give you a small public budget, I think. I honestly don't know too much about this. Forbid popped by. No, it's fine. Calling a sign up bonus. Again, 0.001. I imagine that's a good thing. Worker salary, public budget.
Okie dokie.
Sure. I played it by ear a little bit on this one, so bear with me. This has got 1.2 turns left, which is odd, but I imagine it's mainly to do with the industrial points. Roads cost industrial points. I don't know if they're the only materials. There's my population here. It's cool. It's cool. Let's go to the next turn though. This has actually been quite an okay start. I mean, I can't tell you that I was at the very first turn. I was attacked in my, was it first turn or second turn? First or second turn, I was attacked by a large number of 36 meter tall. They were kind of looked like manticores, but they weren't, well, not quite. It was cool. I like the artwork, however mad it looks. I believe you can add some of your own artwork as well, but I quite like it the way it is. Okay, I don't for you. Okay, this is the same again. Got a bigger bonus this time. Advancing troops around a sealed silo. 755 credits. Very nice. And I got a new strategy, another Shadow Diplomat. At the start of the turn, we controlled 53 hexes. That is 23 more than the previous turn. So I think I've been given another militia. Militia sort of like expand on their own, so that's quite cool. We have no machines stored. Okay, so I'm actually just going to buy machines at the moment because they're not that expensive.
Copy that.
I've just been given that loads of money. I feel like I have a lot of use for credits at the moment. I'm sure that'll change. Okay, so I've taken all that back. I'm not too sure what to do with this. Should I attack? I mean, it hasn't attacked me at all, so I don't know. These areas are ruins, I believe. Although I've never done this, you can scavenge, which I think is an alternative way to produce metal. Okay, so I think I'm probably going to have to stop advancing down that route. Where are we on our metal now? 0.9 left, which I presume is all to do with this. I can't remember the taxation part. There we go. Income. No sales tax. Income tax, private funds, private food. This is a very complex game. Workers. Logistics. Cultural adaptation. Barbarian, that's fine. I'd almost like to put income tax up. Militancy levels 100, so in danger, cult follower. Okay, I don't actually think I have anything to do. I think I just need this to keep building. It needs 47 more industrial points. There's all this here as well, which I don't know anything about. I will look at sort of recruiting troops and stuff in the not too distant future. I'm just going to have a look at the Empire dashboard and urgent issues at the time. Oh, so I have some logistical issues. Where would that be? It could be over here and over here because there's no roads. Yeah, I think it's probably there. I think I need to build up truck stops and the like as well. I don't know how that works. There's something on. So let's just build that. I will build a road to here. Now, what you will hopefully see eventually is the private industry may build some things. Like maybe they'll steal that water, and I'll get, I think, a small proportion of it. But they'll build it, use their industrial points. There does seem to be a lot of forest, which I suppose is good, but I don't think it does much, so hopefully resources will appear on it. We have to make sure our borders aren't intruded on. So it's just a matter of walking in to lose that land. I'm tempted to kill that guy up here. I don't know if it's worthwhile. Yeah, see, something's just happened there. Somebody's taken a bit of my land. I don't know who. Or it's maybe more a what. We have 57 reports. Same thing. I gain strength of the will. Gain strength of the will. Gain strength of will, I imagine. Your organisation communication so you can propose deals. Okay, that's probably good. So what happened here? Oh Jesus.
Objective lost.
Shit myself. Don't know if you heard much of that sound. Arachnids. Okay, so spiders have invaded me. What the hell are these? And look, this is combat. So normally combat lasts a bit longer than that. They're kind of similar to most Paradox games and the like. So we can see I had 30 trucks, 10 buggies, 200 rifle, and 10 artillery. Nobody died. My readiness definitely dropped. And I can go into even more detail here, but we won't because it's insane. Okay, so I was ambushed by whatever the 700 arachnids inside beasts with a very hard carapace. So they're big Starship Troopers. So they are aggressive. So I'm actually going to bring this other one down. You're going to go down there, so I'm going to have two of them. Let's just make sure our borders are united. I might just leave this guy around here, honestly. Just explore further down that way, because it's quite a nice setup we've got here. 0.4 turns left. Still a lot of industrial points. Surprised, actually. I did attack. So that's me just clicking attacking with the artillery. My odds is 1 in 90. My odds aren't great. In fact, I probably wouldn't win that. There's 1,100 of them. I don't know what's going to happen if I just surround them. So I'm going to give it a go, just for the crack, as they say. I will be recruiting troops as soon as I can get that metal. My populations went way up. Nice. Let's have a look at our report. Any details? Any urgent issues? We know about the supply issue. Let's have a look at the population. Yeah, look at that. It must be the free folk. I don't really understand how that works there, but we're doing. Our population's went through the roof, which is nice. Okay, so in this army we have a lot more. So we have 300 rifles, 200 RPGs, 200 machine guns, 90 trucks, 20 artillery, 20 buggies. 600. Was that not 700 arachnids? I'm sure that was 700 arachnids. I'm gonna have to rewatch that. I'm absolutely sure it was. got 400. I think these guys are really good, by the way. Elite, yeah. Can I like rename them actually? Give like a cool name. Oh my god. There's so much detail in this game. I honestly don't know. I'm gonna have to look into the military a little bit more though because I don't fully understand it. Gotta be honest. Okay, I think we're good though. Let's do an intern. I'm worried about that big fucking thing up there. Pardon my language. Bring this infantry down here. There does seem to be 2 zones here, and they are people. And although I haven't come across any in the little I've played, this is probably the most I've played of a single game yet. Slavers are a thing in this, which I presume are not good guys. Okay, so they've backed off a little bit, but looks like, which is nice. No losses, no kills, with 1 decision, 56 reports. Again, we're discovered a new tech university. We have been brainstorming that if we create an advanced school to pull our brightest minds, we might gain significant education advantage. A lot of spelling errors in this. I'd almost like to help out. I'm sure it's only a single developer, but it puts me off a little bit. Hi, Winston, how you doing? It's probably, I don't think this is your type of game, Winston, but this is, I love the complexity of this game. It's unbelievable. Okay, there's the goddamn arachnids. Okay, we're in the forest, so we're not travelling too well. Oh, there's a library there. Interesting. Yeah, you just stay there. Keep moving down there. Are they dying? I think they are starving to death. And I don't think there's any way for me to tell that. So it does have a tendency to fade. I'm just going to stick there. Okay, so it looks like that's actually built now. I think that little symbol means that's built. Construction is finished, yeah. So yes, look, I have some industry points again. So I'm actually going to try and recruit, I think. Yeah, Winston, it's very similar to Civ. Well, it's conceptually very similar to Civ. It's a ×4 game, but I've told you about this before. I think it's easily the most complex game I've ever come across. It's really quite heavy. For example, I know there's been a couple of viewers popping in and out. I think I was the only person playing Shadow Empire alongside the stream. It is a brand new game, as much as it doesn't look like it. 56 or 57 reports every single time. We know about this. Logistical issues. Technology overview. We've got university, which is nice. I do wonder if we need to set up another organisation. So we've got the Economic Council. Oh my god, look at this. I think we should set up another council actually. Let's just have a look at the decision. Your policy speech is due. The Politburo and your subjects are eager to hear about your short-term priorities. Okay, so what do we want to promote? Your goal. Do you know what? I think it is about just increasing my BP production.
Understood.
I think we can do that just by sort of growing. Raise formation. So we want to raise an army. We can want to raise an independent army, I believe. What do we want to raise? We want to raise. I've heard that we can raise machine guns are one of the better ones to raise. So I am actually going to raise 500 machine guns, and I'm going to raise that formation. Okay, so there it is there. Very similar to this guy here. I'll probably bring him down as well. Don't think I'll be able to right now. No. So that's me raised an army. A militia enemy, I think it is. Or maybe it is my own army. I don't know. 500 machine guns. So, how does that affect our population? Does that go down because of that? I'm not sure. Or maybe it'll be the next time. Really, yeah, it is intense. There's so much in it. I love it. It's also extremely RPG-like, something I haven't shown people so far too much detail if I can't remember. So like everybody has like proper information about them. I've had a look in here. All history is very, very Crusader Kings-esque, but there's more to it than that as well. There's, I mean, relation. So who hates me? Secretary hates me. I don't think I pay my secretary, you know.
Understood.
I'm gonna pay my secretary. I don't want to pay him. Okay, you can have a 1 credit. Okay.
Understood.
What I would like that. Okay, there we go. Enter. Yeah, this is a game that is most definitely not for everybody, but it is a fun game for people who like, you know, ×4 games and complexity. I like being able to control everything, or at least having the choice to control everything. I'm more of a real-time game player now than a. I don't know why the map's moving. Than a turn-based, but there's no way I could deal with this sort of game real time. It's just too much detail. 55 reports waiting for you. Okay, we know about this. Oh wow. Offer yourself as protector. Okay, for protection. Recruit merc, send a spy. To increase the morale of your soldiers, you might want to increase their salary. Do I have a problem with morale? Maybe I do. Remember, you made a promise to your subjects to do this. You should consider using the construct to build another office asset in one of your cities to produce bureaucratic points. Bureaucratic points. Oh, there's something going on here as well. So I'm probably going to end there from that point of view. I'm just going to keep that guy up there. So it says I should build an office. Okay, so government. I can build a bureaucratic office. Doesn't need any machines, needs a bit of energy, and it produces. Okay, that's good. Would it be better to? Let's just build a bureaucratic office, a bureaucrat office.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. I don't know if I'd like if you speak to me. Okay, so we are producing metal now. Is there any way to find out how much metal we're producing? We're producing quite a lot. Now, I don't believe it's an unlimited supply, this metal here. I don't know exactly how to see it. But I believe there is a way to look at it. I don't know what all this buttons are. Public access, private assets. So nothing's been built yet, which is interesting because in the other game I played, quite a few things were built quite quickly. But it may be because we're not finding anything. Like there's only water there, which I will build on, but water doesn't seem like a massive problem. Considering this was only supposed to be 11% ocean, we seem to have really, hit that ocean number. Trade. Do we need to buy anything? Don't think so. We've actually got quite a lot of money. Do we want to maybe use one of our cards? Yeah, shall we? In communication, do we have any targets? Okay, so none of these people are actually available as targets. That's not good. Offer protection. So I could offer to become a protectorate. Shall we do it?
Wilco.
Okay, so they refused. That's fine. Oh yeah. Must be played on a friendly zone. Okay, so do I get like an arena or something?
Okie dokie.
Okay. So we've now given them gladiatorial fights. And that spends sort of these fate points and political points. I don't know how they're generated. Okay, so I noticed here that this green bar is going way, way down. So my expectation, what's that? I think, oh no, it's action points, I think. I don't know what it is. Sure. Okay, let's just enter. Hope for the best. This has been easily the most peaceful start I've ever had in this game. Well, 3 starts I've had. Get a bit excited about that, I suppose. I think I need to build roads. I'm going to do anything. But I don't know if there's a way to just like take the free folk. Could I enslave them? Do I want to be a slaver? Probably not. Although, you never know. No, I don't want to be a slaver. It's too many bad conversations. One decision, 55 votes. We know about this. I've gained bureaucracy. Why I struggle to say this. Okay, so I've probably got that page. Decision. The satisfied elements in the Republic. Is this Republic? I mean, what is this? Okay. It's people. Okay, so there's dissatisfied that knows that their high ruler seems to be bordering on the insane. We are in contact with a mysterious opposition leader calling himself Heavy. He says that if we can give him a little support and he's no, I'm not going to help you.
Wilco.
I'm not always a slaver. I'm not going to be a slaver or a cannibal. No, I'm not helping what sounds like communists. There's anything particularly wrong with communists, just to be clear. It's mad that I would have to invade. So they attacked me, did they not? Or am I being insane? I'm sure they attacked me. Oh, look at these poor guys. They are dying, aren't they? What happens if I attack now? So that's pretty big odds. Shall we attack? Now, because these are militia troops I'm attacking with, they're not as good, but I also think that they reinforce themselves, so if I was to lose. I don't know, should we? Let's do it.
Attack formation.
I've got tanks. Oh my god. Look how many they've killed. They've killed tanks, they've killed machines.
Objective lost.
Wow. So I lost a lot. They lost nothing. And they gained. Amazing. Okay, so did I build the office? No, not quite yet. I think I would like to raise another formation, possibly. Battalion. Is there anything else I can do? I think let's just do another infantry battalion. Same thing up there as well. I think the less militancy I have, the less. I don't know, I'm talking rubbish. But these troops were automatically reduced and they're like kind of stocked up for me. So we'll see. Can I construct a road? I'd like to construct a dirt road. Just there. I don't know districts. Okay. Enter. I want to sort of venture out further down southwest. But I'm hesitant to spread my line too thin because say my only other time playing it, they just like it was a monster, but they just ruined my territory. They just came straight through it all. It was ridiculous. I don't know if there's any way to the problem. There almost definitely is entrenchment. Unless I'm wondering if I stay in one place, for example, this infantry battalion. 4 decisions. It's quite a lot. Okay, so it's turning moderate now. This political intrigue. Your BP production is 84, and that's higher or equal to 78 points. Okay, you have raised some regular troops, but not yet any multi-unit formations. You can raise these through raise formation order. Just flag it with HQs, flag to select them. They'll come with their own OHQ that you can assign and command them to. Okay, I think I understand that. Can you move all that way? Oh no, I'm on the wrong bloody button, that's well. You come down here. See, that's a little bit of a problem. Just ignore you just now. So I have some points. Do we want to construct? What the hell? I have decisions. But let's check decisions first. I actually want to call you.
Standing by for orders.
Okay, so I already did that.
Understood.
We demand the Lawful Humanist School requests that the number of hexes we have recon increases from the 100. Yeah, okay.
Copy that.
Okay, so what do I want to add as a council? Do I want to add an interior council? Sure, what interior council does. Foreign affairs, applied science, secret service, multi-design, military research. I'm thinking interior might be. Well, add a military research, but I might go for an interior after that. But obviously that will split my budget out a little bit more. But let's do military research just now. Highland wants us to swear a ritualistic and ancient oath of peace. Yeah, okay.
Wilco.
So that means this border down here, I no longer have to worry about this for a while. And that's quite good, because that's the vast majority of my border. So I'll just have a small amount of forces here, and I'll be able to move up. Okay, yeah, I'm quite okay with that. How are things looking? My city. Pick a town. Don't know what that means. Population's going way up, which is nice. I do want to build the roads out this way. Maybe even build a scavenger thing here. No, I can't remember how to see. There's a way to see. There we go. Sorry, 7,000 scavenge points in that hex. There's 98,000 water, or 98.65. Oh, 32, probably 32,000. Okay, yeah, there's your stuff. Need to have more beacon. I really want to get rid of that thing. Anyway, let's end that turn. Oh, actually, sorry, we've not looked at the Empire dashboard. So bureaucratic points must be basically our budget. I understand. So next turn, bureaucratic points. New PP, that's political points. Start turn credits. I'm very wealthy, honestly. Your budget, including dispersal of that budget within your organizations. Okay, so I'm about to get a military research council. My word score is solid. My soldier support's pretty low, so let's do salaries.
Understood.
Let's just add a little bit. I mean, it honestly doesn't cost much. That
Understood.
Soldier morale did increase. Is there a way to see my economy, specifically my economy? Oh, public trading. Stats. National. Casualties. That was 700 men in a stupid battle. I'm not sure. There's my militia percentage. This really annoys me. It's somebody who works in the field of analytics. But this isn't like the words are disappearing. But anyway,